Hey there, I'm Randy Zimnock, and in this episode, I'm going to tell you about a guy in my office who bought a property, renovated it, and by the time he put it on the market, it has softened, and now it has become a dud. Well, I'll tell you how he turned that dud into a stud. So this awesome guy in my office, he is an investor. He's also a licensed realtor, right? And he works for me. So he bought this property a few months back, renovated the property, and then he put it on the market with a after repair value that he calculated months prior when he was buying it. Well, over the last few months, the market has softened a little bit. Interest rates are creeping up a bit, which has impacted the value of his property. Well, he didn't want to necessarily drop the price and unload this house and potentially not make money. So what he decided to do, which I believe is brilliant, right? Because at this point, now he's like, crap, I have this amazing house. It's renovated. I know the value is there because comps even support the value. And that's the challenging part. But I'm not getting the offers where I need them to be as interest rates creep up and we're in the softer market because we're in December, November months, which is always a little slower. So instead of lowering the price, right, and saying, oh, well, this one is a dud, let me just drop this property and maybe not make a profit, right, or maybe even lose money. I don't know. He decided, no, I'm actually going to turn this into a vacation rental, right? And he really got creative, and that's why I respect him for this, because he was like, I am not just going to let this property go. I am going to fight for this. I'm going to find a way, and I'm going to ride these next few months and see what goes on in the new year, which I believe will probably pick up, which usually it does. So what he did is he literally drove around town. He went into the more expensive neighborhoods and their garage sales and was able to find a bunch of furniture, even for free, that he was able to use in his property as he was turning it from a staged home, right, into a home that is a vacation rental ready, right? So he literally, I just talked to him today, he said he spent about $1,000 only to get this property vacation rental ready. That is amazing. $1,000 investment to get this to a vacation rental ready property, right? Now it's been December alone. He actually made $400 in positive cash flow because remember, when we have a property that we're holding on to, if you're a seller, right, holding on to a property, if you're an investor holding on to a property, you have holding costs. Your mortgage payment, right, is your holding cost, one of the biggest ones. Well, so does he. He has a hard money loan on this property. It's costing him $2,900 a month, right? So this is where the creative part is amazing because he turned $2,900 expense per month that's eating up his profits, right, into a positive cash flow of $400. He made in December already, and we're not even done with December, we still have a week left. He made $3,300 in December to cover all of his expenses and actually make $400. What does that do? I mean, that releases so much stress for him, so he could basically ride it out for December, January, and get the property marketed correctly again and see where the market is and then stick to his price that he might get in the market like a January, February, which is usually a lot busier, right? So another thing that he's doing, because this is brilliant, is he also is applying with lenders to refinance his hard money loan, because hard money loans are always going to be a higher interest rate than the regular 30-year mortgage, right? So if his interest rate, he said, is at about 10% right now, well, not about, it's 10% right now, right? He already is getting quotes that he could be getting an interest rate of about 6% to 7% with a different loan that's specific for this type of a property, right? So think about that. If he could save another 3% per year, right, in interest rate, that $400 could turn into $600, $800. Who knows? He might end up keeping this house when he starts looking at the numbers, when it's all said and done. We don't know. But what I'm getting at is like, be creative, right? And think outside the box on how can you create a stud out of a dud. Analyzing a property before you buy it is obviously very important. However, what I find that most people just do it wrong. And I know that alone, one mistake could cost you tens and thousands of dollars. It could literally cost you your business. And I don't want that to happen to you. So I created a step-by-step property analysis guide sheet to walk you through exactly what to look for to make sure your deal that you're looking at is worth buying. To get the property analysis guide sheet, just go to randyzimnock.com.